Hey, this is Mike McMillan from my Info Product Earnings channel here on YouTube, and today I wanted to talk about something very important. I want to talk about SEO for your YouTube videos, search engine optimization, SEO. Okay, and I know that you know something about SEO and how to try to get your videos to rank as good as possible on YouTube. It's very important. You should know that you're competing with many, many other videos out there to get the top ranking, or at least a high ranking in your niche for the keywords that are important to you. Now you should know there are some things that you just can't do anything about. And there are some videos that you're just not going to get ranked well at all if they're in a very, very highly competitive niche, okay? SEO is one of those niches, unfortunately for me. But, you know, there are people out there you're competing against who may have, 5,000 Facebook fans, and they've got 50,000 Twitter followers, and they're on Instagram and all the other social media sites. And so they can pop out messages to people that follow them on those platforms, say, hey, I got a new video, check this out, and they give you the link, and so they can get a ton of people coming in to watch their videos, and that's hard to compete against. They may have, nobody knows how many subscribers some of these people have. They could have 1 million subscribers on YouTube or something. And it makes it very hard to compete with them. But still, there are things that you can do. And we'll look at that. We'll look at about 5 of these things today. And I'm sure you're familiar with some of these, but the one that I'm really going to focus on is one that you can implement immediately. Let's just look at a couple things right off the bat, and we'll go through these quickly. You know that your headline is very important, and so you want to make sure that that headline contains your main keyword that you're trying to rank for. That's very, very important. And when people read that headline, you want them to know just like that what your video is about. They don't want to guess, okay? You have to put it right in front of them. In addition to that, in your description, you want to use keywords or tags that you've input when you uploaded your video. If it's horse training, that's your main keyword. You'd want to have horse feeding, horse care, horse cleaning, horse exercise, all these other keywords like that. And you would want to put those keywords in when you upload your video. Your thumbnail image, of course, is extremely one of the most important things that you can control, because you're competing against other videos in your niche, and you need to have a good thumbnail image to hook people into clicking on that thumbnail image and going to your video. So you know those things, and those are all important. But what I wanted to look at today is the words that you use in your videos. Now, I can't tell you exactly what words to use. You're the expert on that. But I can tell you that, or recommend, or make you think about the fact that, a lot of people use the closed caption service on YouTube, and there's a little CC logo icon there. And if you click on that, you can see that Google, YouTube, can actually listen to your video and tell what you're saying and convert your words into those closed caption things that go below your video. And so that's very important, because a lot of times what I see is people will put in 20 keywords or tags in their video, and then when their video plays, they only maybe mention 1 or 2 of those tags in their actual video. Now remember, Google, YouTube can listen to your video and know exactly what you're saying word for word. And if you've stuffed your your tags list with all these tags and you never mention them in your video, Google, YouTube is going to think, well, look, this guy's stuffed all these keywords, all these tags in there with his video, but he never talks about them, or she never talks about them in the video. If they're important, it should be heard in the video. So when you create your video, when you shoot your video, try to take tags like I'm using SEO, search engine optimization. Okay, I'm using SEO. And make sure you use those words in your video, because the more of your tags, your keywords that you use in your video, then Google, YouTube will say, hey, he put these tags in there, and he also talked about those tags, he used those words in his video. So it creates a relevancy it makes Google, YouTube, believe that your video really is important, or those tags are really important if you say them. So planning ahead a little bit can be a big help, and it can help your rankings. Now, let's take a minute. Let's go in. Let's get online, go into YouTube, and let me just show you what I mean. Okay? Okay, so I just came into YouTube, and very quickly, I'll pick one of my videos. I have a video. It's about ScreenFlow 7. ScreenFlow is a video editing piece of software. I love it. I use it all the time. Okay, that's what I edit my videos with. So let's do a search for ScreenFlow 7. And when we do that, you can see here's my video. And there literally are hundreds of ScreenFlow videos, tutorials on different aspects of ScreenFlow. Mine, I think, is the best one, but anyway, it shows up at number 2. A couple things I just want to show you is, one, you want to make sure in your title that you pick your biggest, best tag or keyword and make sure it's in your title. ScreenFlow 7, okay, right there. And I also have it in the start of my description right here. Okay, ScreenFlow 7 right there. You want to make sure that you've got it in your description at least one time, probably a few times, your best keyword. And then if we come in here, let's click on this so the video opens up.
Hi, and welcome to Mike McMillan's.
Okay, and I've got the sound turned down so that I can talk over it a little bit. But let's just come in here someplace like this, and I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to put the closed caption on so it will, it's reading what I say. YouTube is reading what I say in my video right here. And so let's just scroll and see if we can find something right here. You can see right here I mentioned ScreenFlow, okay, and obviously I mentioned it several times in my video because that's what the video is about. But it's important, and like I said, you want to remember that Google, YouTube can listen to your videos and turn that into text. And when it's turned into text, then they know what you're talking about. So if you put a bunch of tags, keywords in your video when you uploaded it on your upload page, and you never mention any of those tags in your video, they're going to say, hey, YouTube's going to say, hey, he's got all these tags in here, but he never talked about any of those. Is he trying to spoof us or scam us or what? So I could go through, and I'm sure that I probably mentioned the word ScreenFlow 5 or 10 times in here because that's what the video is all about. Okay, so just keep in mind that Google, YouTube can listen to your videos, hear what you're saying, and the keywords, the tags you use, you want to try to fit those in a natural way into your video to make YouTube, Google, believe that that's what your video is really about. Okay, so that's extremely important. Now, we could try, oh, and I want to come down here, show more. So here is my description. And in my description, I took things like green screen right here because that was one of my keywords that was important in my thing, in my video. And of course, ScreenFlow 7, I made sure that I had that in there. I have a bunch of other keywords in here that I've used, and you want to make sure you work your keywords, your tags into your description. Okay? Okay, now I mentioned that I use the word green screen because I did some green screen effects in this video, and so let's try something else. Let's come up here and go to ScreenFlow 7 green screen. Okay, let's try that and see what happens. Okay, and there's my video. It's in the number 2 spot here as well. And as you can see now, I'm at 11 minutes and 36 seconds. I mentioned this several times, the word green screen, because that was one of my keywords. That was one of the keywords I was targeting. And so as you can see, YouTube right here, when it says green screen, when I say green screen in my video, and I said that, it can read that. And I mentioned green screen several times in my video because there was a part of the video about that. And so again, you want to keep in mind that
any tags you use, your keywords when you upload your video, remember YouTube can read those, and it knows, if you've got 10 tags in there and you only mention one of those in your video, it knows what you're saying. YouTube, Google, they know what you're saying in your video. So you want to make sure, in addition to doing all the basics, that you want to take your keywords, your tags that you use, try to work them into your spoken voice. Make sure that you say those in the video, and that will help to convince Google, YouTube, that that's actually a part of your video. It's actually part of the training in your video or whatever you're doing, and it's very, very important. Okay? So I just want you to keep that in mind, because it's extremely important that you actually speak the keywords that you use in your videos. Okay, so I'm going to come back here, and again, I want to turn my volume down even more so you just can't hear anything in the video because it's distracting. But another of the keywords, whoops, let me spell it right. Another of the keywords that I had in the tags that I listed when I uploaded this video was animations, because I showed people how to do ScreenFlow animations. So let's try ScreenFlow 7 animations and see what comes up. And hey, look at this. Now I'm ranked number 3 in here. Okay, and you see right here now I mentioned the word animations probably 5 or 6 times, but I found this one at 22 minutes and 15 seconds, and you can see here video animation, or animations, video animation. But I mentioned that several times in my video so that YouTube, Google, when they hear that, they'll say, oh, okay, well, that's what, he put a tag in there, video animations, and he actually said video animation several times, so that's good. That will help you get more traffic, more views, if you actually, when you talk, you mention the keywords that are in your video. Okay?
Hey, this is Mike again, and I just want to thank you for watching my video. It means a lot to me, and I hope you got some good ideas out of it. And hey, let's stay connected. If you can subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up or something like that, it would mean a lot to me. I would appreciate it. And stop back. I put a new video up every week, at least every week. And yeah, so I just want to say, in all earnestness here, I wish you my very best wishes for tremendous success in all that you do on YouTube and all that you do online. So again, it was nice to meet you. Have a great day and take care. Okay?